Good morning, everybody. There's that frog in my throat again. Made it in the nick of time. I really thought I was going to be a little bit late. I've been really busy this morning. Goth doll. Hope Brooks isn't paying Dawn royalties for coining the live and shit tagline. No. Good morning, Eve. Kat, what's up? Hey, Retro. Look at that. Oh, Chrissy's just listening in. Good morning, Chrissy. Oh, Kat, it's 3 p.m. there. I saw Cher sneaking in. What up, Cher? My girl Eve Hickman Gorley. I think she's the only person on the planet that likes pink as much or maybe more than Kat. It's really tough. It's a real tough one. They would have to get together and they would have to swap notes. Because Kat has a pink kitchen. Kat has, a pink bedroom. She drives a pink car. And you're pretty much the same way, Eve. Well, Jack of all trades, where have you been? I'm about to start calling the U.S. Marshals on some of y'all. Damn. You just pop back up and I'm like, where you been? I guess it's called life, right? It's called lifing, doing life things. Well, they were doing live things last night on Voices Behind the Wall, and for the millionth time, I'm going to bitch about YouTube. You know how many times I say, double check your subscriptions, make sure you're reminded, because YouTube fixes what's not broken. It's happened to me twice this week. I have been subscribed to Voices Behind the Wall since before summer. Reason being is there's this lady, her name's Mommy Ramblings or something. She used to get on my last nerve. And somehow I was flipping through YouTube one night and I come across Cher. And Cher's calling her the cafeteria lady. So once I got done pissing myself, shitting and falling back in it, I subscribed to her. Yesterday, I go to leave a comment and it shows I'm not subscribed. I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't unsubscribe from anybody. I don't. Same thing happened to me on PJ the other day. I'm like, son of a bitch. I've been subscribed to PJ forever. Now I gotta wait 20 minutes just to tell the bitch hello? That stuff drives me nuts. Well, thanks a lot, YouTube. You really messed up me participating in a show last night. But that's all right. Maybe it was God's plan. All right, let's tell everybody good morning and let's get to it. I'm only going to play bits and pieces of it. Okay, well, some of it, I'm going to put it that way, so you can see it over on Voices Behind the Wall. Really, really good show. And let me tell you what, there's so many things over the years I have forgotten. Good morning, Aggie. Hi, Anna. Hi, Tina Kent. The depths of their depravity, meaning the Wells, meaning Tim Mullen, meaning basically all of them, knows no bounds. They are proud of how they act. They are proud of the way they talk to people. They are proud of the way they abuse their children. They really are. There is no shame in their game. Okay? There is no shame in their game at all. September Angel, thank you for joining again. Thank you for becoming a new YouTube member. Is Tim still around? Oh, yeah, he's been posting all kinds of BS about CPS stealing kids and stuff like that again, and how they're doing an audit in Tennessee, a CPS audit. The boys were not taken because the state of Tennessee wanted to raise them. We know why they were taken. Okay, so again on here, you're going to see Cher. There's Ryan Finds Truth. Dawn's sister Mary comes up. Tammy, I don't know who she is, but she's smart. She knows what she's talking about. Let's get to it.
thing about California, and that's a whole nother thing, which we're getting into Monday night. Hey, Mary.
I'm laughing at Duke's 4641 comment.
Good. How are you doing, Miss Mary? It's good to see you.
Hey, Mary.
That's funny.
You too.
Did you hear that I'm Dawn's Jezebel?
I didn't.
No. He texted Ryan, I guess, before the show and said, "Tell Cher hi, Jezebel."
Well, I missed that last night. Tell Cher hi, and she's a Jezebel. Ooh, wow. Yeah, Candace called her screaming like a banshee, saying that Cher, I'm just going to put it in a nutshell, I can't remember exactly how Can't said it, ruined her and Donnie's holy matrimony. Oh, yeah. Ruined her and Don's holy matrimony. Really. Your daughter being missing didn't have anything to do with it. Your 3 boys being taken from the state didn't have anything to do with it. Y'all being investigated for SA didn't have anything to do with it. You jumping on any hard dick that would give it to you when he was in jail didn't have anything to do with it. The drugs, the alcohol, the sex parties. Really. And that's what you're saying now. That's what you're saying now. Ask Sunshine 420 from Plenty of Fish. Ask him. Remember when they went to have catfish? And Can't had to have mustard with it because she said retarder sauce is too white and sticky for her. I didn't even know what to say about that. I did not know what to say about that. And I kept begging. I said, I hope this man does not have children because we know how she treats her own children. Could you imagine her around someone else's children? I mean, it happened with Kathy, and something went down that was real bad, that upset Kathy real bad. She has no boundaries. She has no soul.
Fuck?
That's weird.
I don't know what that means. Anyway, you damn straight. There's something about California, and I'm about to post on it. Hey, if you got, I mean, everyone share whatever information they have. Or, I mean, they should. You know what I mean? Don't just go by what I say. And I'll make it clear, just because I have people on my panel does not mean that they agree with the words coming out of my mouth. Tammy, Mary, Ryan, they have their own heads on their shoulders, their own brains, their own thoughts, their own opinions. But everyone should know by now.
Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? Don't be doing no guilt by association when it comes to YouTube. Don't be doing it. People get a little too far into that stuff. They really do. This is about summer.
We don't care. We welcome it all around here because everything is still on the table because she is still missing.
Yeah.
And last I heard from Law, everyone and everything is on the table. So that's what I remain with. But I have Candace telling me she doesn't trust Donnie. It's hard to trust Donnie, and I should be on his ass. And who needs a media or, a meteor for the family?
Who needs a meteor manager? Anybody in here a marriage counselor or know a marriage counselor? Watch them on YouTube, anything like that? Exactly what do we have to do to sit down Can't and Donnie, or as she says, Donnie. It's almost like there's 3 N's in there. To sit them down and, get Marlena and Roman back together. This is insane. Hope and Bo Brady. You know I'm talking about, Nick and Jessica from MTV. How are we going to get these 2 back? Because after all of this, Can't approaches Cher to tell her, I don't even know how Cher slept that night, that she doesn't trust him anymore and she doesn't want a meteor manager. Meerkamp. Jesus is my marriage counselor. Jesus isn't fixing this. Nope. Jesus isn't touching this one. But good try, Mirror Camp. Mirror Camp.
Candace never understood
Yeah.
why is Tim Mullen's involved. Why is Tim Mullen, she told me, is cloning their computer and releasing pictures, and she's freaking out at Dawn, like, why are you guys doing this? Why does he have these pictures? Like, this was supposed to be kept between us. It's all I have, is what she was telling me. That's all I have left. And I actually did feel bad for her and understand that. Like, who the fuck is Tim Mullen?
Cher, what pictures is she talking about? She say that these pictures on the computer are all she has left. Are we talking about pictures of the kids? Or what? What are we talking about? I mean, I guess either way, it doesn't matter what picture we're talking about, because Tim doesn't need to be in their stuff, period.
To be doing that.
Yeah.
Making sure he posts first on her son's birthday before she could. And that really upset her. That's actually the night she called. That's the night she called me crying. She cussed me out, and then she ended up in tears about that. And you know what? There was tears. I actually did feel bad for her in that call. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
You did tell me about that. You did
That call.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, and what I'm going to play tonight. So this.
Oh, she's going to play a big one. This is a phone call between her and Dawn. Okay. I don't think I need to keep putting up the trigger warning. We're all adults in here. I was embarrassed to hear this in front of my cat, OJ. All right. He was even blushing. Dawn is nasty. Nasty. All right. Cher said they had an iPad and the TBI forgot to take it. Full of videos and pics of the kids and them and their family and friends. Everything was cloned. Tim Mullins is cloning an iPad that they forgot to give to TBI. I'm extra curious now.
This is from 2023, October 18th, 2023, when I called Candace and Tim Mullen suspects. But this is after the news released that everyone was a suspect, including Grandma. They said that. The news said that. So, I don't know. What are we supposed to do? You know, you've got Tim Mullen.
Well, guess what? I still think Tim is a suspect. I still think he is. I know for a fact that he didn't just stumble upon these people at the parade. No, he didn't just stumble on them at the parade. Don told me himself that him and Timmy go way back, way back. Tim is their scrubber. Tim is their fixer. And we know they had a major problem on their hands. A major problem on their hands. A problem that they created themselves. And I don't believe for a minute that Tim inserted himself. I believe Dawn gave him a command. Because going off, just a simple thing that I read that Tim put up, or maybe it was on his great YouTube channel where he talks about the bread lady and he has code names for all these people. Uber creepy. He said God is his boss, but Dawn is his human boss. And don't forget this. I posted this in one of the groups. I see you brought this up to me a couple of years ago. Man, we all go back a long time. Tim's brother is a cop in Mississippi, and part of his detail in his job is that he pulls data from devices for the department. Okay? Let that sink in. So as much as Candace drives me nuts, and she would rather crawl up a flagpole and lie to you than stand on the ground and tell the truth, I do believe this. Because we already know there was all that thing going on about the phone, and Donnie went to jail, and it got cloned, it got dumped and everything. Everything's being cloned. Well, I don't know if it's going to do any good, except for my own personal entertainment, for Cher to jump in Dawn's ass. But, if can't put on her thinking cap, wouldn't she just go ahead and call the police? Wouldn't she just do that? Or is she too scared to?
Who says he's smelling dead deer carcasses. Hold on, let me read that again. Let me read that again because I want to get it his exact words, because you guys remember now Dawn had one big dream about Summer. And do you guys remember that dream, Ryan? You remember that dream?
Yeah, I think so.
What was it?
Well, can I ask you a question real quick first?
Yeah.
Does Tim, when he puts out stuff on the family Facebook page?
I remember the dream. Do you all remember the dream? I can find it and post it right now. It was creepy.
I always assumed that was coming from the family.
No, I've got
not-
confirmation from Dawn and Candace now that that's not true, because one of my last lives with Dawn that really pissed Tim off, Dawn didn't like a post that Tim made, and it was a shadow man holding a little girl hand saying, "Who got her next?"
That's right. Yep.
And
So
Dawn was very upset about that and wanted it deleted. And then Tim, I know he asked Tim to delete it or said it looked bad, or Tim listened to the show and whatever. And Tim ended up making a post about it's not his fault, basically, that people take that wrong and like, how dare us think like that? Yeah, pretty much.
Holy
So-
cow.
Don told me he wanted that deleted. He didn't agree. And there's Tim. And then Candace confirmed for me multiple times of the end of last year of us video calling almost every day that no, she never wanted Tim in their world, never understood it, doesn't like him, and she's got issues with him, always have. She questioned when Dawn and Tim actually really met each other. Now I have to say though, Candace did come to me when White Boy and Noelle were done with her shit. I'll say that. She kind of had no one else, and also it was with
Done with her shit? Whoa, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was pausing, listening. My ears got as big as White Boy's. I'm like, am I really hearing this? About time.
in 48 hours of me going in Daisy's live when Candace's friend Dee Dee died. I thought I was blocked. I didn't think my comment was going to show. I was just being a smart ass. And I said, damn, Candace, everyone that's close to you either ends up missing or dead. And it was within a day or two, she's video calling me crying and freaking out. And then White Boy and his wife also were done with her shit and her lying, I guess, because she had lied to them. And from what I heard, it was pretty fucked up because they were friends with Dee Dee.
Because so many people that were tight with Dee Dee were furious with Candace about what happened to Dee Dee and that she did nothing to get her medical attention. Nothing. And now this thing's going around, Dee Dee had a DNR. Candace does not know what that means. That's for the hospital to determine. That is for the hospital. All Can't had to do, and she knows how to use her phone, is look at the keypad, hit the 9, the 1, call. But instead, she sends a text to Fred, the husband, not Ziggy's Fred, not Fred said, not Fred the newlywed, Dee Dee's husband, Fred. This man's at work, and she sends him a text that says that she's going to need some help. There's something wrong with her. Well, like I said, he's at work. I don't know how often he checks his phone. Anyway, she died. She might have died anyway. I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Candace killed her. However, if somebody is having a medical emergency in front of you, you hit 911. But you know what she did after that? She starts selling all her shit. She starts selling her stuff. Her handbags, driving her car, eating her food. Oh, it was a real racket. Talk about disrespectful to the dead. And not just the dead. This is her friend. This is a person that took her in.
And I guess Candace was leading them on to still believe like Dee Dee had an issue with them or something, and didn't even tell them that Dee Dee was dead for like 2 weeks. And then they found out because through a different call or something. I don't know. It was very fucked up what happened. So I'm not blind to all of that either. I know they all love to fuck with YouTubers. Dawn told me they love fucking with YouTubers. They get a kick out of it. So
Yeah.
So you know, we're all kind of screwed in that way, because all we can really do is just hear them all out, let them talk, but at the same time we're being told we're being fucked with. But like, what do we do? Just drop it and everyone forgets about Summer and fuck it?
Right.
Yeah.
Or we
The more that Dawn and Candace mess with anyone, whether it's the police or the police, YouTubers or whoever, the more evident it gets what we're dealing with. Okay, let's get to the phone call.
because the skunk here. But yeah, so this is, if some of you will remember this, that it was labeled and titled with a whole thumbnail of Tim Mullen suspect, and it was the first time that I did that publicly. And this is going to be the fallout from that.
I must be naive, but he called you the N-word?
Oh, a lot of times I'm the N-word. Yeah, he calls me the N-word.
The N-word.
The N-word.
How does... Okay, I'm not going to ask questions.
I mean, look at...
Don's a real class act, yeah. He loves throwing the N-word around. He always says, because, you know, black people do it too. And also he has claimed before that he knows people in gangs. And I mean, all kinds of stupid stuff. No, your drug dealer's not in a gang, dude. And I mean, he's got street cred or something. Tina, thank you for making it rain. That is such a sweet thing to do, especially on a Friday. That's one of his favorite words. Not gonna lie, it was a little funny when he kept calling Trevor Lee that. Because I thought Trevor was gonna run off the road. I can't believe what Don called me. I can't believe what Don called me. And I'm like, I can.
I mean...
Yeah, look at you. Yeah, I mean, so, yeah. Really?
I'm sure he might just stick with it now because I got the dreadlocks. He'll be like, look it, see, I was right.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Okay.
No, yeah, no, he calls me.
No sense.
This call, I actually did feel bad about this call. I was listening back to this last night and I was like, ooh, me and Mark were just kind of cringing, but a lot of stuff slips. So you just got to listen and just, yeah, I mean, sorry guys, but it's disturbing language, not just on Don's part, on mine too. All right. It happened. Hey, am I sharing screen? Okay, hold on. Share screen. We burn bond. Okay, really quick though. The mister has been working on a new little intro for me.
Yay.
So we got it through AI, but he's going to actually put it together and sing it. Do you guys want to hear a little bit of it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious what you guys think. It'll take like 2 minutes and we're going to get to this video and this call with Dawn, but start off like on a little bit of a positive note at least or something. Okay, where'd it go? Here we go. All right, hold on.
Right, Dukes? He did.
Can you guys hear it?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I hear the sadness in your voice. I feel the depth in your cry.
Cher, this is your husband singing? Holy hell.
The glimmer deep inside your soul shall lay waste to the darkened sky.
So Mark's gonna sing this actually.
Nice.
Okay, sorry, it's not Mark singing. I'm an idiot.
So much going on between Tim and Don that she just didn't know about.
So she's like some jealousy there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I kind of understand. She had told me that, which we already knew. We already knew that Tim had cloned any electronic he got his hands on. So she was very upset. That
was my issue with Tim, right? It's like, you mean to tell me Don is in jail? You have his phone. You went through all of this trouble.
My question is the rumor true that Tim was cloning their electronics before Summer went missing? Again, that's only a rumor I heard a long time ago. Okay. Gina, did Cher ever explain why she fake fought with Benny for Tim? I don't know, but it worked. It damn sure did. It certainly brought Tim out of the bushes.
To clone his iPhone, you give it back to Candace in a plastic bag like it's evidence, and you didn't take it to the police, right? And that's when he responded, well, I'm not here for that part. It was like, no, you're here for that part, but you're picking it, you're cherry picking, right? And so that was my exit, right? I called the TBI in Hawkins County on Tim, and I got out of there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and him going through your backpack and shit. Like, who is he? That was it. That's wild. Having people sign NDAs, which I never signed because I never went there. But like,
my
why?
My issue with the whole support system was that they all knew actively that Don was abusing her physically.
Right.
And, my problem is like, she's popping up with new bumps, bruises, and abrasions all the time, even when I was there. And it's like, no one is making it a point to jump in the middle of that.
They don't care. They don't care. Eyes only. Tim and Don were friends from years before. Oh, you bet. I mean, here's a little sample of it. Live and shit.
It's fucking live, you dumbass.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it isn't.
Can't stop.
Okay, whatever. Play your little game, Donnie.
All right, I'm gonna have to go. She don't think we're live and shit, okay? And she's fucking going off and acting like an alcoholic. I have to get off here now.
That's fine.
I
Thank you
appreciate
so
y'all.
much for talking to us.
Don, I'll
All right,
talk to you
thank you.
later.
All right, bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye,
Okay.
Candace.
Let's go
Thank
through
you.
this later.
That is fucking live, you dumb bitch. You are stupid, man.
I just discussed my bag. That's all I asked.
Fucking live. I'm fucking stupid bitch.
Oh, they just seen that. You're a dumbass. They just seen you punch me in my throat.
Whatever, man.
You're a dumbass. You're a real dumbass. You're a real dumb fucking ass. They just seen when you throw me in the punch. Well, you're a dumbass.
Did you just get?
Retro. Tim doesn't cuss like Don does, though. No, he doesn't. But he's not going to do that to his human boss. Don is his human boss.
Right? Like, everyone's got their hands in it, but that part, they ignored. And I really always had, when I showed up, she had a lump like this, and she wouldn't admit to it until Don was away, gone. And, I would go to Chris and I would go to Tim, and it's like they just sitting back on safari, kind of like just letting it happen. You know what I mean? I hated that.
And it's always important for them to keep them two together too, which is so fucking weird.
Yeah.
But then they're on their prayer things that I'm always a part, Robin Lane and all them praying. And the one time I brought up Summer Wells and domestic violence. It came up. or something. Hopefully Summer wasn't a part of domestic violence. I'm like, are you going to pray about domestic violence? Because we knew what was going on with Don and Candace. So, and they said, I sure hope Summer's not witnessing that where she is or something. It got really weird. I'll find that screenshot, but I was like, wait, why would you
She witnessed
say
that her whole life living in that house. They all
Right.
They all saw it. There's just no two ways around it.
So your thoughts and opinions and feelings then on, which I mean I already know, but on Tim Mullen being part of the law and turning Don and Candace in really on the side.
Well, I feel, you know, and it's not going to be widely accepted, but I truly feel like, you know, I feel like Tim Mullins is a good man, right? There's so many points of leverage and dynamics with this.
I don't know him personally, but he's extremely loyal to that church. He's extremely loyal to Dawn. He's extremely loyal to Robin Lane. That's who he calls the bread lady. I think we can all figure out what that means because, well, we know who helped get their house all fixed up. And Candace isn't going to stand up for herself. No, sorry, Bob, she is not going to. Now, she'll call somebody else, an internet stranger, and say, I need you to do this because this is what they're doing to me. And like really think it's going to work. She can call the police and say, you know, you all might want to know what's going on. You know, my daughter Summer is missing. And this freak of the week, Tim Mullen, has been our media manager for almost 5 years. And I need you to do something about him cloning our electronics.
Social media that, you know, they could take old videos and trying to paint him as this, you know, this whatever. But, you know, in my experience with him personally, other than the whole phone thing, there was nothing that was like, Tim is not a good guy, right? There wasn't anything.
And that's what the behavior panel, Scott Rouse, I think is his name. He told me that that he just saw Tim as just trying to be there for Don and Candace and like help them as support system. Obviously not how I feel, but we already know how I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I found the correct one here.
Crystal's crime conversations. I can see you.
Ugh.
I don't see you blocked. I can see you.
What the fuck? That's not the right one either. I watched too many. Okay, 1 second. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I gotta go back. I don't know, maybe like 40 minutes, and then Don started texting or whatever. He wanted the link, so he's about to pop up.
For him to be so upset about me saying,
okay,
"Oh, I'm fine."
I don't think I was fine.
For him to be so upset about me saying that is just crazy. He did not have to get that fucking mean about it. He could say,
Retro says, I wondered whether Tim likes kids and not the good way. I've got that vibe myself. I have. I'm not going to say it publicly. When I say I've gotten that vibe, I think you know what I'm talking about. Well, thank goodness. Walking Dead had to make a mad rush out this morning to go to the doctor like a good mama does. And her daughter, her baby, was super, super, super sick. And she said, it's not the strep, it's not flu, that something really gastric was going on. Let's do some get wells for baby Walking Dead. Walking Dead's daughter.
All right, well, let me know. Just like all the times before, why? Why do you think this? Why do you feel that? Okay, sure, but this and this and this. I don't know Tim Mullen. I don't have a relationship with Tim Mullen. So how am I supposed
I think Tim Mullen is the only person on the planet that JLR cannot find. Man, he went to Tim's mama's house I can't tell you how many times. Tried to follow his ass around and everything and finally gave up. Seriously, I think he's the only person JLR can't find. You know, and I'll tell you what, I celebrated every minute of that video JLR put up when he found Can't at the motel, not a hotel, the motel. Okay? They have like different color doors. You know what I'm saying? And she opens up, wet hair, braless, cigarette behind the ear, and he goes, "Where's Summer?" And she slams it. I celebrated every second of that clip. And he took it down. And I'm like, that was great. That was great.
to not think that when someone lies and makes up shit and is in this case and there's a missing person, how am I not supposed to think that that's suspicious? Shit, I was saying Don was suspicious. Somehow he still is angry myself to be angry about that. Is how yeah.
Can I ever shut up?
Fire emotion.
I am sorry.
Damn, that's live. Like,
I guess I do.
Yeah, in JLR moments, I don't know what was funnier. The Candace situation where she slammed the door. Man, that was great. Somebody's got to have it somewhere, but I wouldn't want to make him mad if he wants it down. Or when one of his fans, and he's got a lot of them, oh my gosh, you go to one of those Nancy Guthrie groups, you better not have nothing bad to say about JLR. Not that I do, but you get my drift. And send him some Domino's pizza, and the Domino's pizza driver, as everyone's standing outside filming and streaming, walks up to the door. Did he really think JLR was in there and was going to get the pizza, or Nancy herself was going to open? That was insane, man.
I'll share.
yes.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna speak nicely? Because I haven't
Really?
said nothing.
You
We're
have
not.
never speak nicely, bitch.
I have never
Number
said
one.
anything.
Really?
Are you
Look at you
really?
Are you
making do.
serious?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Fuck no, you haven't.
I
Come on,
haven't.
man, be real. Really?
This is
Okay.
cringy.
No, I don't think you have.
Okay.
You accuse my wife and every
Yes,
fucking buddy else.
I've said that from day one. You know that's how I
Yeah,
felt.
no shit. That's why I got a problem with you.
That's why I now
Good old Don. Good old Don. Half in the bag, 3 sheets to the wind. You accuse my wife. We all do. We all do. Of one thing or another. You too, big boy.
Interesting, because it's his wife that wants me doing this tonight. Hey,
now 28 months later you got a problem with me because
28
2
months
years
later?
ago. Yeah, because
Ah,
I didn't
fuck you,
always
bitch.
tell you. Don,
Fuck you. No, you have not.
I love when men
You're
tell me
lying.
that.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Oh, I
You
bet
have
you
no
do.
idea.
oh my
I
God.
bet you do.
This
Yeah,
is
it
so
just doesn't
cringe.
work.
Yeah, I bet it does.
So all of this time later,
So,
you're
all
gonna
this
be
time
mad
later-
that I say I don't trust Candace. She was the last one known
really?
seen
I
with
don't
your
trust
daughter
you.
and your daughter's
You're the
gone.
one that I don't trust, bitch.
Oh,
You're
okay.
YouTubian. You're a
Okay.
fucking YouTubian. You're a
Okay.
fucking nigger.
a YouTube.
There's the word. A YouTubian and an N-word. Nene, what you doing dropping those super stickers? Girlfriend, thank you so much. You know, that ornament that you sent me about 3 years ago was on my tree again this year. You are so sweet. Thank you. A YouTubian. And then Tim made that, I don't know, clip art, whatever you call it now. I don't know what it's called, of a tomb. And it looks like it's all like engraved for Cher, Rest in peace, YouTubian. And here comes Dawn. You're a YouTubian. You're an N-word. Okay, Dawn. It's really hard to take when someone that is such a piece of shit insults you or tries to. Some people don't take it well, and some people go, okay, yeah, that really stings coming from you now, doesn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, a fucking nigger.
Oh.
All you care about your content and shit. You don't give a fuck about my wife or our family.
You're
or
right.
our
I don't
kids
give a fuck
or
about your
no,
wife
you
who's
don't.
lying and
No,
probably
you
lying to
lying.
you.
You're the liar.
She's never been. Yikes.
I forgot that word was even a thing with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I get called kind of everything in this one. This is one of our last live streams.
Should be ashamed of yourself, Donald. Wesley.
Yeah.
You're savage.
My friend.
This is hilarious. Live and shit. Content and shit. She don't think we're live and shit. She's acting like an alcoholic. Then he's sitting there calling Cher every name in the book. And I mean every name. I think he called her everything but a white woman. Every name in the book. And goes, oh, you care about your content and shit. Live and shit. Content and shit. I got some content and shit.
Look at
You're
the
the
shit she
liar.
said about me.
But
Get
hey,
out of
man,
here.
when you fucking YouTubians get a fucking hold of our family and tear us apart and shit,
And what
man,
she threatened
fuck
you
you,
with to all of a
Cher.
sudden get butthurt that I don't like her all of a sudden. Come on.
Fuck you, Cher, man. You're all about the content.
All about the
You're
content.
fucking real. Yeah.
We've
Your
been
fucking
speaking
channel.
for how long?
Why don't you go, hey, why couldn't
Play
you
every
keep your real
recording
job?
over and over and over.
No, you're the one that
3 years of
records
content from
everything.
your
He's so great. Hey, Jenny. Jenny, since you live in that area, I don't need to know the exact location. Please don't put that up here, because it's YouTube. Do you ever run across Don and Candace? They're very easy to recognize. My understanding is you can actually smell Candace when she enters a room. And I don't mean because she wears les détentes. Curious how much they're out and about.
What'd you say? Did you say something?
I didn't.
This is terrible, you guys. YouTubians, yeah, I'm about to tell me that Tim Mullen schooled him well. Dumbass.
We don't record shit. Man, we're
Okay.
live. We're straight up.
You're
straight
straight
up.
up, yeah?
Yeah.
You know why?
We don't record shit.
Tell the truth how you met Tim Mullen, since you don't want him to be a suspect. How did you meet?
I'll be recording everything, Dawn. Every single thing. You know why? You have a missing daughter. You know why? Because you think CPS stole your words, not mine, stole your sons. I'd want all the evidence I could get. Anyone that called me about Summer would be sus in my mind, especially if I don't know this person.
Tim Mullen.
Really, bitch? How did I meet you? I think you're more of a suspect than Tim Mullins is, to be honest with you.
Yep, I was born
I
in the
really
country,
do.
but go ahead.
Really? What happened to what's
Oh
up with
my
your
God.
daughters, by the way?
You're
What do you
sus.
mean, what's up with my daughter?
Yeah, you fucking.
What happened?
You're sus.
He doesn't need to bring up her family. That is just eek, okay? That is just gross to hear out of Dawn's mouth asking Cher, what about your daughters? You got Mary up on panel, and we know what he did to his own sister. That just kind of, I got to get a cracker or something. That just caused a lot of reflux, okay? That caused a lot of reflux. Jenny said, do you all want me to drive by their house? Well, if you want to be boots on the ground, that would be great. But, since you can talk to them, maybe, neighbor to neighbor, Maybe tell him that, you'd like to do something nice for him.
Yeah.
And he's a really easy read, right? Like, when you're jumping up on a nerve, because then he's gonna call you the B word, the N word, start talking about your kids. You're like, tell me you're triggered without telling me you're triggered, Donald.
Yeah. And meanwhile, he's texting me, how dare you go after my best friend Tim Mullen? He's been the only one there for me, and blah blah blah. And then even after this, we still video call until I fall asleep. So whatever. He apologized after this, actually.
Left your daughters behind and fucking went
What's your
to fucking
point?
the UK.
The UK.
What's wrong with you?
I'm Canadian. My kids are not
No,
Canadian.
bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
You abandoned your daughters, bitch. Oh,
I'm
fuck
Canadian.
you. No, I don't
Yeah,
give a
kids
fuck.
sound
No,
like you're from
fuck off, bitch.
This is a really good.
Yo,
they
you got
got.
excuses.
They then
You
crossed
got
the
excuses.
border.
Oh,
You don't know what
wow.
you're talking
Cher has excuses. Oh, my God. Wow. It's okay for Cher, huh?
I can't.
Wow.
Oh my God. Here I am arguing with a drunk toddler. It's a bad look, but I did it.
Was he drunk in this? Because he didn't
Yes.
sound like it was slurring his speech.
He is like, they're both drunk. Wait till you start hearing Candace in there call me everything. And I mean,
Really?
in between us arguing, I could fast forward, but if I fast forward, you'll hear like her chime in sometimes. And I just think it's all interesting. So we're gonna let it play. So I could care less what he said then about me. I mean, I argued with him, but at the same time, I knew I was pushing his buttons. And if you tango with him, little things slip.
And to Ryan's point, Ryan, like, there was always, even in the span of a short appearance on a YouTube live stream, you were apt to get many shades of Don, right? Because he may sound under the influence of alcohol, then he may tune up on whatever he's snorting or smoking, and then he sounds different, and then he'll back on the app, so he's all the time up and down. Yeah, he's kind of an easy read.
I mean, you spent time up there. Does he sound drunk to you in this video?
He's on his way.
Yeah, I think on his way is fair. But when you hear Candace, she's there. He's on his way. She's already been parked there.
Right.
Waiting.
Sort of, Ryan, the N word expletive, that is like tall tale sign of Donald. Because Donald, like, when you meet him, if he's not putting on some sort of shroud, he's typically a very meek and quiet guy. But when you enter in drugs or alcohol, now he becomes this extreme extrovert, and it's very graphic and explicit. And so this is, if he isn't all the way drunk, he's very close.
And for him talking to me this way was not normal. Even when he was upset with me, it didn't ever get like this. Like this, and then one other live, I think after this, or maybe right before this, was the worst he had. Like, he never. So he started slipping that mask, even like to me, because he wanted to look one way to me for the longest time, I feel like, right?
Hey, Jenny, are we friends on Facebook? You can add me on Facebook. It's just Crime Lines and Lies. There's a page and then a personal page, or you can email it to me. That'd be awesome. Man, I'd have my phone with me, like, video ready if I lived in that area, just in case I came across them. And I'm not like one of those for public filming, but those two, I'd make an exception.
Was it the meek and mild version that you first heard?
The meek and mild?
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean, like, I got the Sunday best done, right?
Okay.
I mean,
That's
he was
what I'm asking.
showering and brushing his hair for me and all of that.
Yeah, he was. Yep.
Yeah.
So after a while, it started
Dressing up
changing.
next.
Hey, for sure.
Remember,
I was waiting. I was waiting for the next shoe to drop. Like, you married a guy in Canada.
Oh.
What's your daughter?
Let's not.
Sure, you were.
They was handed to you
All of
once
my
they turned
kids
18.
will tell you that's
Fuck
actually a
off,
lie,
bitch.
and my kids
You're a
can actually
liar.
tell you the
You're a
truth and
witch.
different.
You're a
Yeah,
dumb
I
bitch.
am.
Fuck
Yes,
you.
I am.
Yeah. But you married a motherfucker in Canada to fucking
Oh,
handle
we
your
got
shit
it.
for you
Canada.
because
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't handle it yourself.
Oh, yeah.
The poor motherfuckers got you and
I remember a long time ago, I didn't know who Cher was with, where she's from, or anything. Wasn't Dawn saying that she married some guy from the United Kingdom, and then he started saying England, and he even mispronounced England? What a poet. Exactly, Chrissy.
your fucking 3 daughters or however many they are.
Yeah.
To
He's a
fucking
little
and
triggered there, I think.
He's more worried about me and my life.
Yeah. Well, he's
Then-
trying to turn around and make you look bad. So
Yeah.
he doesn't look as bad.
It was all distraction from talking about Tim.
Yeah,
that
it's like,
night.
yeah.
You guys hanging in there?
I mean, for looking bad for what? Marrying a guy in Canada? Is that like a really bad thing to do?
Apparently, at that point,
I don't
John
know.
thinks it is.
It's the only
How
time you
dare
didn't
you,
say
Cher.
the UK though.
He has to. He has to, Mal. Mal said he's so worried about everybody but himself. He's worried about everybody else but himself. And people like that have to be. They have to be super paranoid, kind of super up on their toes, because if they are not keeping track of these people and keeping lists of all their dirty deeds, then they're going to find out their guilt. It didn't take long for Dawn and Candace's slip to show. Okay. Irish Rain goes, I have not been around for a while and I see the wells are still the same. Some things never change. Some things never change.
Yeah, because you sound like you're from the UK for sure.
Remember
Well, I was
Anne?
waiting. I was waiting for the next shoe to drop. Like, you married a guy in Canada.
Oh, here we go. All right, here we go.
who
What's
So,
had
so sorry for Mark.
Yeah.
Save Mark.
He's so fucking. He won't even talk to me on the phone because he's got to deal with you and your 2 daughters or 3 daughters, whatever.
That's why he doesn't want to get on the phone with Don, because he's got to deal with me.
It is.
No, he wants nothing to do with you, Dawn.
I don't blame
He can't
him.
handle
I
his
don't.
case.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. Okay. That is hilarious when he's like, I feel sorry for Mark. He won't even talk to me. And she's like, because he doesn't want anything to do with you. This has nothing to do with me. This is all on you, buddy. He don't want to talk to you. What a dum-dum.
Because he
And
can't
has
handle
actually
the
said,
truth.
You have
Because he can't
lied.
handle the
He
truth.
doesn't
'Cause
trust
you're
your
his
wife
own
and
bitch.
says your wife
Fuck
is
No,
a
wait.
liar.
Stop. He did not just Jack Nicholson me. He did not just say, you can't handle the truth.
You
Oh.
What triggered all this, Cher? I
I
missed the
called
beginning.
Tim Mullen a suspect.
That's what started him being
I
triggered.
called him suspect number 2.
Okay.
Yes. Because the text message I was getting before.
Can everybody take a second and hit the like? Because I would like that. That made me so happy. So she calls Tim suspect number 2. And I do remember this vaguely being talked about several years ago. I didn't hear this call. This just came out last night. And that made Dawn mad. Now, you can hear him somewhat trying to half-ass defend can't. But he gets really mad when you bring Tim into it. Could be something, could be nothing.
He asked for the link to come on, which later he's like, you're going to put me on your live. Bitch, you joined StreamYard. So, like, what? He was telling me before, like, how dare you go after my best friend and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you ride more for Tim than you ever did your wife. You know what I mean? Like,
he probably rides Tim. Who knows? With all their little parties and everything. Have you noticed that over the years, 4.5+ that so many people have come in and out of their lives and they all fall away, whether it's a YouTubian or someone that showed up out of the kindness of their heart to help them. They all just fall away. Tim is the only one that is still there, still hanging on. Still hanging on. Tim is the only one.
What's up with that? And is off on the time frame.
You're the liar,
Everything that I'm
Cher.
thinking, he thinks too.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. Oh, he definitely says
He
your wife
better,
lied.
he better wake up because
You
you're
better
a
wake
dumb
up.
bitch.
You don't get to control everybody. You don't get
No,
to
you
demand
do.
my dad
No,
steps
no,
up, my
no, I
husband
get it.
wakes
I
up.
get it.
Control
I get
your
it.
bitch, Don.
Oh,
Control
no, you
your
don't.
bitch. Make her tell
Hey.
the truth. Make her
Why
tell
don't
the
you
truth
tell
on
the
where her
truth?
daughter is.
Why don't you tell the truth?
Brenda said maybe him and Tim are freaky. Freaky. She's a super freak. She's super freaky. Maybe at a members live, Kat and I will talk about a wrestling match, true story, between Candace and Tim Mullen. There was a lot of bonding going on. Nothing sexual. I don't think Tim swings that way. But it was quite the bonding moment.
I don't need to. I know where all my kids are.
Yeah, you lost all your kids because
We're
you're a
talking
fucking
about you.
failure.
No, I didn't lose my
we're
kids.
talking about you.
Guess what?
You're a
Today,
failure.
Dawn.
Fuck you,
Today,
Cher.
Dawn. I know
Fuck you,
where all my
Cher.
kids are. Can you say the same,
Yeah,
Dawn? Today,
because-
can you say that?
Yes, I can.
You can. Where are your sons, Dawn? At a
Yeah.
home that they'd rather be with than
Once
you, right?
your kids,
Where's
once your
your
kids,
missing daughter, Dawn?
once your
Ask
kids-
your bitch wife where
Now,
she is.
fuck you, whore.
Ask her.
Fuck you, whore.
Oh, shit.
Once your
Well,
Cher,
isn't
you
this
wasn't
supposed to
saying
be
what-
about
once
some?
your-
Don't you want to
once
know the
your
hey?
daughter-
I'm going to say let's just say this is from about 4 years ago. And Cher just brought it out last night. And I could not believe it. Could you imagine Dawn calling you a failure?
Ask
your
your
daughter-
Let's not. I
Cher,
mean-
you were taking the knife and like boom, boom, over and over.
But she wasn't wrong though. He didn't know where his
Listen,
kids were.
I bit my tongue for a long time before this, though.
You're-
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, I mean, I wasn't proud after this, but like it happened.
Wow.
Well, I can't change it, but there's more stuff that slips from it. So
What's-
would I
what's
change
wild
it?
is-
No.
What's wild is you said that she still talked to you.
Yep. She
That's
still
wild.
decided to call me.
That doesn't surprise me at all. At all. Because when Candace feels like she's the bottom of her Kleenex box, you know, as in the metaphor, she uses her friends like tissue. When she starts getting low, she starts reaching out. No offense to Cher. Like, hey, Cher, she didn't have nobody else call and she called you. No, she gets real desperate in her guilt. She gets real desperate in her guilt. She has talked to many, many, many people. The most confident I think I've ever heard her is when Dawn was in jail and she was doing frequent lives with Ernie, Benny. There might have been someone else in there. And then later when she basically joined forces with Daisy, she kind of felt like she had like a new pep in her step. But it's not about Summer. It is not about Summer. I always wonder about these parents of missing children that get on YouTube and act a total fool. They must in their mind think that their child is dead and will never see it. Because wouldn't you be mortified? Of course, you'd be super happy that your child is home. But for your child to see these things, how would you even explain that? How do you even explain this? Look at Angel P. Gifting those Crime Lines and Lies memberships. Kisuke, where was her guilt and grief for herself with her sister? She didn't care. She didn't care. Her conversations with Allie were pretty grim when it came to her sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
that's
biggest
crazy.
thorn in their marriage, and the whole problem with me having Dawn talk. But the last 3 months of 2025, it was me. She was video calling, crying, and texting, and wanting me back on Dawn's ass.
Chocolate covered pickle. What a name. That's funny. People
Hi,
call it a good
David.
name.
Oh, yeah, we'll pay attention to chat after this here.
I
you
just
guys.
seen that name come through there. I'm like, that's a funny name. People are creative.
Just trying to get through this. I apologize again. These people come up.
Look at Mary's face. She almost looks like she could be knocked over with a feather. Not that anything Dawn does or says is going to shock her, but I think it's just the revisiting how disgusting he is that has got to just sit here and make her just go, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this man.
Because I asked them to come up on panel. They do not agree with the words coming out of my mouth today or 3 years ago, which this was recorded. Okay, so don't put hate on anyone for taking a link that I sent them, because I just honestly wanted their opinions, because I know that while we agree on some things, we don't agree on a lot of things at the same time. And I think that that's okay. Us up here don't go attacking each other. We just agree to disagree on some things, and that's what it is. But again, there hasn't been anything ruled out, so everything's fair game still.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, except for Bigfoot.
What? You ruled out Bigfoot?
I ruled out Bigfoot, but
Well,
unless my son's listening, who
We're gonna have to
thinks
do a
he'll
live
catch
on
the
that
first
one, Cher.
Bigfoot. Yeah.
There was a Bigfoot looking thing in East Tennessee the other day, and I put it in the Crime Lines and Lies Facebook group, and a lot of you thought it was Candace.
That's what you're going to teach your daughters? Is that
shit.
what you're going to teach your daughters?
Yeah, you're right. You're
How to
damn
be a
right.
witch
That's what I'm
like
going to
you?
teach my daughters.
Why don't
Yep.
you go to get a real
Ask your
job?
bitch wife about the missing 3 hours.
There
What
is
was
no
Summer
missing.
really
Man,
missing
that's
when
made
she
up
went?
bullshit.
No,
That's made up.
ask.
No,
Why
fuck
was she
off,
lying
Cher.
to you? Why did
Fuck-
Grandma buy a
Hey,
new
Cher.
phone the day
Hey,
your granddaughter
Cher.
went
Hey,
missing?
Cher. Fuck
Let-
you.
Huh? What did she
Fuck
really go
you.
missing in?
Fuck
Was it
you.
really a swimsuit?
You're lying. You're
Oh,
lying.
okay.
It's all
Ask
about
your wife
It's all
what
about your
happened
YouTube
after
channel.
2:30.
You're so
Ask
hilarious.
your wife what happened after
Man,
2:30.
fuck off,
Why was she
Cher.
hanging around with a
Everybody
14-year-old?
knows
How
you're
many-
Don't apologize for your language. You had to sit there and take. We didn't have to, but you could have sat there and just taken what he was giving you and not said anything. You lashed back at him. My goodness, he's just nasty.
How many
witch.
times did she
Oh, God.
bang
You
Hunter?
can't even handle
Ask
your
wife
own
how many
kids.
14-year-olds she's
Hey.
fucked.
Oh,
How about
Hey,
you,
bitch.
Donnie?
Fuck you,
Let's
bitch.
get all the way real.
Hey,
Oh,
if
shit.
it wasn't
How
for
many
your
more victims are
husband,
going to come out?
if it
What?
wasn't for
If
your
it wasn't for my
husband,
husband, what?
you wouldn't
What?
have
You
shit,
would wanna-
bitch. You'd be a fucking
Yeah.
This situation, and I'm saying that lightly because we're on YouTube, between Hunter and Can't, which it's real. It's real. It's real, and it's real bad, and it's real nasty. That does not bother Dawn. That does not bother Dawn. I'll give you a couple guesses. Why wouldn't that bother Dawn? Is it one, because he has pet tendencies as well? 2, he has the morality of a alley cat? Or 3, all of the above? He could care less. He could care less. Probably asked her how she liked it.
a prostitute on the
rich and all.
street. You
Yeah.
fucking ran to the UK. To
There
your
goes with the
husband.
UK again.
Canada
Hey,
isn't
hey,
the UK.
Hey, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah,
Hey,
my green card
hey,
was
I
actually
like Mark.
expired, so I wasn't allowed to be in the States anymore until it's renewed.
Thank God your bitch ass ain't allowed in the States.
Actually,
bitch.
I'm allowed in the States. That's not the
Well,
same
I
thing.
hope
See,
not,
you're
'cause you're a
very
dumb bitch.
uneducated.
No, you are.
Thank God they don't let people like you cross the borders.
Hey, I'm in the States.
Yeah.
Bitch, where I belong.
Has not answered
Yeah.
one of Cher's
I'm
questions
fighting.
yet.
I'm
No,
fighting
it gets
a
better
good
and
fight.
better.
I'm
Right?
fighting a good fight.
Are you
It ain't-
fighting the good fight, but you won't
Yes, I
ask your
am.
wife about the lies?
I have.
You
bitch.
won't ask Tim
Fuck
Mullen.
you.
No, you
Hey,
have not asked her when.
Just because.
Okay,
just
no, I'll
because,
shut up about
hey,
it. When did you question her and ask her about
Hey,
why she was lying?
this ain't about your narrative, bitch.
When did you do that? No, I'll leave it alone
This
if you
ain't-
just tell me.
no,
You just said you questioned her about her lies. When?
This is not
When?
about your narrative, bitch.
My narrative. The narrative is your daughter is
Fuck
missing.
you.
The narrative is
Fuck
your wife
you.
was one of the last to be seen with her. Unless
Hey,
your
Cher.
ass was home
Hey,
from
Cher.
work too,
Hey,
then
Cher.
maybe you did too.
Hey,
So it was
Cher.
your wife,
Hey,
your
Cher.
mother-in-law, maybe
Hey,
you,
Cher.
maybe not you. Were you home at 3:00 or not? Because I have messages where your wife says you were home at 3.
Are you gonna let me speak?
Why did she say you were home?
Candace confirmed what happened. Again, I have to put it lightly because we're on the old YouTube and I'm a YouTubian. She confirmed with her ex-friend Jenna. As I said, there's been a lot of comers and goers over the last few years with them. The only friend they still have, if you want to call him that, is Tim. Okay? But she confirmed what happened with Hunter to Jenna. And she said Dawn was home. She didn't say at 3:00. She said he'd been there all day. For some reason, I doubt that since they were so afraid of CPS, but I could see him being there at 3 p.m. Anxiety alone to make sure this gets done. What did she say to Jinkies? And I felt horrible Jinkies had to hear this. Wasn't worried about the neglect and the endangerment and all that stuff. Could care less about that. Sign him over. Was afraid of SA charges. Afraid of SA charges.
Home at 3:00.
Can I
Ask
speak?
your wife. No, that's the only question I want to know from you.
That's some made up bullshit.
No,
that
it's not
she-
made up.
that's
I
not-
have it from her.
Shit.
Literally, her. You know it's her. I have the full picture, and she's even
Sure.
double checking. Did you say you was home? Okay, thanks, hon. You don't. You know damn well that's your wife, and
Okay,
you're
can
gonna
I-
say she's gonna tell you that's a lie. You're gonna believe that. You're gonna
Sure.
believe that that's a lie.
Sure, can I speak for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, all right.
'Cause-
Everybody knows that you're making up lies.
Oh God, this is
Everybody knows that I'm telling the truth right now.
No, you're
Mhm.
Telling the truth right now. Pull it up. Said that
you're
shit.
a liar, sure.
You were home. I
No,
know that's why you
really?
called
Okay.
her that
Oh,
day.
I was home.
You called her because that's how
But-
controlling you are. That's why you
Really?
called
Okay.
her that
Oh,
day.
I was home.
You called her because that's how
But-
controlling you are. And you were like, where the hell are you?
Really, bitch? You're the controlling bitch.
I'm
You're
the
most
controlling
evilest-
bitch.
You're the most evilest.
Hey, Cher, are you
Yeah.
there?
Okay, so now he's getting real tanked because now we can't piece together any words except for cuss words. That's all he can piece together now.
yeah.
Could you just go back just a little bit before he said I was there?
Yeah.
Bitch, I received.
Called her because that's she said that
You're a
shit.
liar, sure.
You-
Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody's seen
Yeah.
it. I can pull it up for you and
No,
show
you
you
can't.
again.
You can't prove
Yes,
shit.
I can. She said that
You're
shit.
a liar, sure.
You were home. I
No,
know that's why you
really?
called
Okay.
her that
Oh,
day.
I was home.
You called her because
Right there, it's in closed caption. That's the reason you called her that day. He says, I was home. And he's drunk at this point. I want you to remember that. All he can piece together in his mind is either the truth or cuss words. He flat out said he was home. It's right there in the closed captions.
that's how
But-
controlling you are. And you were like, where the hell are you?
I was home.
You were home. I know
No,
that's why you
really?
called
Okay.
her that
Oh,
day.
I was home.
You called her because that's how
But-
He said I
controlling
was
you are,
home.
and you were like, "Where the?" Just so you know, the live right after this, he screams at me, "I was home."
He said I was home, and then a little later he said I was there. And you
Yeah.
asked him, was he home at 3:00? And he said
Yeah.
I was home.
Yeah.
He said he was home.
Let's go back to the Brian Hinton interview. Okay. When he was talking to Dawn, and he said that Candace might have made the wrong friends. He said, or they just weren't paying attention or something like that, as if he was there. He puts himself in first person there a lot during the day. Kiss my southern ass. Love that name. I think Jenna said he was at home also. Yeah, she showed the text from Candace. I mean, Jenna wasn't there. She didn't know these people before. She's probably upset she ever met them at this point. But yeah, she got that text from Candace.
A 3.
Mm-hmm.
But he was home before 3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He was home at least 1:30 is my
Yeah, I was gonna say 1:30. Yeah.
when he made that call to Candace when she was at Walgreens. Dawn was home.
I thought he had workers who confirmed that he was at work until 5.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Maybe it's because he's drunk. I don't know, but I just don't understand.
Have a good night, Benny. Thank you for popping
Yes,
up.
ma'am. I'll check back.
I'll talk to you. Yeah.
All right.
Bye, Benny.
Woo. I was
Crazy.
home. Yeah. So
Yeah, I was home, but yeah.
all right, there's
Mhm.
more though. That's just wait. Just you wait. Here, are you ready?
Okay.
There's only like 15 minutes left, maybe.
Thank you for bringing that up, retro. Almost said retro. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. Hunter seems to believe Dawn was home. I mean, he was just kind of skating around the question with McDonough. And I really do believe there was some intimidation going on there between Candace and that house. I mean, I still don't understand why they were dealing with her at all. Because, I mean, when Allie called the TBI to say that Candace had come by, they made it clear. We said, don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. They didn't say don't talk to Dawn. They didn't say don't talk to Grandis. They said don't talk to Dawn. And I imagine Hunter was scared of her because let's face it, she assaulted him. She assaulted him.
Maybe less. The hell are you?
Really, bitch? You're the controlling bitch.
She said that
You're
shit.
a liar, Cher.
You were home. I know
No,
that's why
really?
you called
Okay.
her that
Oh,
day.
I was home.
You called her because that's how
But-
controlling you are, and you were like, "Where the hell are you?"
Really, bitch? You're the controlling bitch.
I'm the
most
controlling
evilest,
bitch.
You're the most evilest bitch I've ever seen in my life.
I'm glad to hear that you actually questioned your wife on being a liar, though. That's good to know.
No, you're the liar.
I'm a
All
liar.
you care about your YouTube channel because
Yeah.
you can't handle a
I
real
do
job.
care about my YouTube channel.
It has always rattled my brain after all this time. Either Dawn knows and doesn't care if Candace did something to Summer, if he is this loyal to Candace because this is something they had to decide together because they knew that someone was going to be in a heap of trouble because CPS was not there to see the boys. They were there to see one particular child, and that is Summer. That was on the 14th. They would not produce Summer. Now, I do not know this for a fact, but this is the only thing that makes sense. You wouldn't leave the boys there on Tuesday if you were worried about CPS coming to get the boys. But you had to have Summer out and about that day. Candace is not the type of chick that would be afraid to leave her daughter at home with her brothers if she really had something going on where she had to get out of the house. But she had something that she had to get out of that house that day. And she made it crystal clear, all of her alibis. And she made sure Summer was out of sight and out of mind that day.
Want
quit.
thousands
You
of
quit.
people to hear the bullshit coming out of your
Yeah,
mouth while your
yeah.
daughter is
Okay,
missing,
okay,
and while you
okay,
just got
okay.
3 other kids taken
Hey,
away.
I'm down with this. Okay, I'm here. I'm right here.
Yeah?
Why couldn't
This
you
is the
handle a
energy
real
you
job,
came at me
Cher?
with, Donnie.
Why couldn't you handle a real job, Cher? Because
Who
you're
says I
better.
don't?
Because you're better at a YouTube bitch. And
Oh, am I? Thank you.
A
Thank
psychotic
you.
motherfucker.
Ah.
Thank
That's
you.
what you're good at. But
Yeah.
nobody believes you, sir.
Oh, okay.
You got another thing coming.
Okay.
Yeah, your days are numbered.
Okay.
You better get that through your fucking head.
Okay.
More people believe me than they believe you. No,
Wrong,
I'll guarantee you. I'll
Okay.
guarantee you.
Okay.
I'll guarantee you that.
Okay.
You're
Sad fact of the matter is, Dawn believes that. Dawn really believes that he's more believable than the person that's just reporting the interviews and just letting him talk and be nasty to her. But oh yeah, Mr. Credible. Mr. Credible.
about your YouTube channel, and that's all you
Yes.
give a fuck about.
I love my
You
YouTube
don't,
channel.
You don't.
I'm proud of my
I
YouTube
know
channel.
you do.
It gives
I know
people
you do.
unedited
Yeah.
voices for
Yeah.
themselves that's not manipulated by
Exactly.
the media.
You
So they
don't
get
give
to
a
hear and
fuck.
enjoy this bullshit.
Yeah, you're bullshit.
Damn straight, I love
You're
my
bullshit.
channel.
You're trying to exploit my family for
Really?
your own good. Yes.
Sure. Whatever
Yes.
makes you sleep better at
Yeah.
night, Donnie.
I'm gonna exploit you, bitch. You
Exploit
wait.
me, Donnie.
I am going to.
Can we send this to the Emmys? Because, believe it or not, they actually, for YouTube channels, they do. They have given out Emmys for like documentaries, things like that. I'm going to go ahead and say, can we submit this? Because this would knock the committee's socks off.
I'm
Go
gonna
for
exploit you and how you left your children behind and fucking fled to the UK
Yep.
to be with your bitch ass husband.
Yeah.
You're such dick. Yeah, your husband's a little piece of shit.
Is he?
Ooh, I got him
Yeah,
hot.
because he puts up with your bitch ass. You're
He was just complaining that, hey, Dana Lynn, woohoo! Dana Lynn's like, what a good spot to jump in on. Wow, yeah. He was just complaining that Cher's husband won't have anything to do with him and won't talk to him. And she's like, he don't want to talk to you. Like, he thinks you're pathetic. He thinks you're gross. He thinks you're a perv. He don't want to talk to you. No. And now he's like, your bitch ass husband. I'm like, you were just all brokenhearted because he won't talk to you.
a witch.
Oh.
You're a fucking witch. Yeah, you fucking right. You left your children behind, bitch. What
Yeah.
about that? Fuck
Yeah.
you,
What
Cher.
about that? At least I
Fuck
know where
you,
they are,
Cher.
Donnie. What about
Yeah,
that?
you do. Now that they turned 18, bitch. Oh,
Really?
you're
My
a
kids
big
are
talker.
18?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how'd you get your kids back then?
Still in the UK.
How'd you get your kids back
I
then?
have multiple kids, Don.
Yeah, I bet
This is
you
funny.
do.
Yeah, I do.
Straight fucking hoe.
Yep.
I bet
Straight
you do.
hoe.
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so on one hand, he is trying to get her to not accuse can't of anything. We already know what can't's about. He's like, I bet you have multiple kids. Yeah, I do. Guess what, Dawn? I have 3. I know people that have 6. Okay, straight hoe. I'm like, what? Look at can't. She was with some dude that she met at a homeless shelter when you met her. This guy had to go to the Dollar General and get her some of that Dollar body spray because she stunk so bad. Then she's walking down the street. It's like a Hallmark movie. It's like a damn Hallmark movie. It's just beautiful. Don happens to see her, and where does he take her? Back to Pamela Wells' house, his wife at the time. Then Pam realizes that Don and can't are a thing. Sounds like a faux show. And she's got how many kids? 2 that were taken by the state of Wisconsin. 3 taken by the state of Tennessee. 1 that is missing. And rumored 1 that was taken by the state of Arkansas.
Yeah.
You know what? You want to sit there?
I'm sorry, but like,
I'm gonna put
put
you
you
down.
down. He's had how many kids, how many baby mamas, and same with Candace. Like,
Well, I was going to say, Don has like how many
What?
kids other than the 4? He has more than that.
straight hoe. I'm sorry. That's
Cher,
hilarious.
what was the date of this again? You said October?
This is
Can we get Cher a straight hoe t-shirt? The thing is, she would probably wear it. So let's go ahead and make that happen. Straight hoe.
October. So this is like 5 days before my tombstone was made.
2 years ago. Okay.
October 18th, 2023.
Okay.
Oh.
Said I believed in you, and I
No,
think that
you
you are
don't believe in
innocent,
me.
but not the people around you. Literally,
You're
what I
wrong.
said to you right before going live.
You're fucking
Now you're
lying.
gonna lie? Oh,
No.
I'm lying. I can show the
you
text.
believe in me, but
I
when
believe in
tell
you. Yes.
Okay, but when I tell you about my wife and everything that happened,
You
with
can't make
CPS
me
and-
believe her and
No,
him
I
when I
can't.
don't have
And
a relationship with them.
you,
But
and
you don't get to talk to
cannot-
me when I said, Don, I believe you. Don, I
Hey,
think you're innocent.
bitch,
Don, I just don't
because
trust the
this is
people
your
around you.
channel-
And
Well,
this
count how many
is how
times I
you're
got called a
talking to
bitch.
me. I literally said,
What
I
about
believe you are
CPS?
innocent. They're
No,
on my
but
list
your
too.
name and my wife is the #1 suspect.
She was
I've
the last
talked to you.
person seen
Cher,
with her.
Cher, you dumb bitch. I'll talk to you one-on-one by yourself, and
No,
you don't.
you
You
do
do
up
not
here.
believe me.
Yeah.
You're gonna name my wife as the #1 suspect, really? What
Yes.
about fucking?
Candace number 1, Tim number 2. That is her theory. Some people have the accident theory. I don't buy that because Candace doesn't care about anybody but herself. That she's covering for one of her sons. Again, it's definitely a good theory considering the way she has spun that when she talks to other people like Auntie Sherry and a couple others, because then it makes her look so not unhuman. But again, this is someone that only saves her own skin. That is the truth. That is what she does. Her daughter is missing, and she just doesn't go in the woods because she's scared. Scared. Bears and snakes and all that stuff. Coyotes, all that stuff. Okay. But flash forward about 3.5 years, some mama puppy was out there whimpering because she was giving birth. She went out in the woods to help the puppy. Again, she only does what she wants to do. She only cares about herself. And whoever she can wipe her feet on like a doormat in the process, she will do it. She will gladly do it.
Hawkins County. What about fucking CPS and their bullshit? You
Okay,
have
how
not-
about Tim
You
before your
have
wife?
not. Hold up.
How about
You
Tim
have not
before your
dug
wife?
into what these motherfuckers do.
I have
You
not
have
dug in.
not.
Good night,
No.
Cherry.
Even though you're a victim of CPS, you don't give a fuck. All you give a fuck about is your fucking channel. That's the cold,
is.
hard truth. That's why we are not.
Wholehearted share.
Okay.
No, you have.
Oh, and again, I like when he says, you don't believe me. How many times do you have to be lied to, manipulated, gaslit, whatever the cool names are anymore, before you just don't believe anything someone says? Unless it makes sense. But you question everything they say. I know a couple people like that. So, I mean, who would even have the nerve to say that to Cher? And you don't believe me. You're a suspect. You're a person of interest in the disappearance of your daughter.
Not looked into the cold hard facts. You're gonna blame
Why
my
are
wife.
you
You're gonna
ignoring
say
cold hard facts?
you're gonna say you believe me when I tell you my wife's
I
innocent.
believe in you. I believe
Okay,
in
if you believe
and you're
me-
innocent.
Can I ask why? Wait, why did Sherry say she was leaving? Because she's angry. Oh, because this is a brutal conversation.
Yeah, probably.
But she was
Oh.
also asking. She was asking for a link, though. I thought.
She was, but I think that was a while ago, I believe.
That's got to be Auntie Sherry. That she would leave and because something was upsetting her and she didn't get a link. I'm just going to assume. Because I've made that mistake around here before too, and I think I hurt her feelings.
Oh yeah, well, I wasn't letting anyone else up here while we're going through this anyway. so-
Yeah.
Okay, then you would believe me when I would tell you that my wife's innocent 100%.
But you don't know that for sure.
Yes, I do.
How? Tell me how. Okay. Tell me.
Okay, I'm
How
gonna tell
can you
you.
know that
I'm
for
gonna-
sure?
I'm gonna tell you.
How
I'm
can
gonna
we
tell
know
you.
this for sure?
And you know
Because
what?
you
I
did
want-
question her, right?
Looking beyond, what about the bikini pictures? I don't want to see Aunt Sherry's bikini pictures. What she does in her spare time is not my business. But that's okay. She can share that with her other friends.
I want to tell you one thing though, because I know you got me on your live, and this is all about
He
you.
joined it.
No, I honestly
I
do
want-
not
I
want
want-
to think that
I
a
want
mother
you-
and
I
father
want
would
you
harm
to-
their daughter,
I want
Dawn.
you
I do
to-
not want to think
Fuck
that, by
off,
the way.
Cher, fuck off. This ain't about you.
I really mean that. Like, that's not. I don't want to think that. I don't love having that feeling. That I like. No, that's not fun for any of us. I mean, for anybody to feel. I don't think that a mom or dad. That's why it weighs heavy on Mark, because he would much rather stay blind. Or like, how the hell can a mother carry a child, for 9.5 months and then kill their child, or a father? Like, he just can't wrap his mind around that. And
Yeah.
so we know it happens, but it's still not like I.
Radio Gods said before Summer went missing, she met Grandis that they have the same florist. I must know this story. Sarah wants to know, did she give off creeper vibes? I want to know what she was doing at a florist. Who was she buying flowers for? Mirror, Sherry.
I'd really love for that not to be a thought. I would love for that not to be an option on the table, but it is.
Yeah. You can't ignore it. I mean, you gotta.
Right.
Can I share something, real quick after
Yeah.
listening to this a little bit? So I've only texted and had very little conversation with Dawn, nowhere near the amount of conversations you've had changed, which is constant.
To believe that, because again, I'll say I do think one of the options is Candace and Dawn are a good target. They really are a good target if somebody wanted to take a child and make a few bucks. Or did Dawn piss someone off and not pay a debt? Like, I mean, he discussed that at the very beginning of it all. I mean, there is a lot of options. So I'm not blind to that. It's very possible. But then, like, what am I supposed to think when within the last 90 days I've got this man's wife telling me to stay on?
Radio Gods said I did not get a creep vibe off of her. She was actually really nice. So what kind of flowers was Grandis buying at the florist? And did she happen to mention not that kind of flowers? Oh, okay. Oh, what an idiot. Okay, sorry. I got you. We're not talking about like tulips and roses and stuff. Okay.
His ass. That's weird to me.
That's the thing we should be covering tonight, Cher.
Yeah, but I don't
Well,
know.
we talked about it last live. I mean, we mentioned. I told everybody last live, like she was video calling me.
What in the
when
world?
yeah, every night. I mean, texting me. I was her good morning, her good night. Again, first call, she started cussing me out and everything. I was like, you chill out. You called me. Like, what's up?
Do you think at all she's playing you, Cher, all this time?
It's an option. Because again, I'm not blind to the fact that that was within 24 to 48 hours of me dropping a comment when she was on a panel saying, damn, Candace, a lot of people close to you end up dead or missing.
Yeah.
And then boom, she's calling me video.
She was very mad. She was very mad. Candace is very mad. Because after this whole thing with Dee Dee, Cher sends her a message and she goes, darn, Candace, everybody you know is dead or goes missing. And she got really upset. She got real upset. Now she's after Cher, wanting Cher, and Cher has the recordings. Cher has the, what do they call it? What does Lisa K. Ruitt say all the time? The receipts. The receipts. She's got the receipts. And Candace really wants her to go after Dawn because she is very mad that Tim Mullen is cloning their electronics. Cher said she disagrees about Grandis because she said she's been on several calls with her. She is a female Dawn, acts nice to people's faces, though. She didn't look too nice to me on WJHL. She looked like she could have bit a nail in half.
Crying. And at the same time, White Boy and his wife Noelle are on her ass about lying because, well, she also called me crying about Dee Dee's death and why is everyone getting on her ass over she didn't call 911 for Dee Dee, and she called me crying about it, and I was like, okay, well, like, help me understand. She was like, she didn't want me to call 911. She wanted me to call her husband, so that's what I did. And I was like, well, that makes sense. You didn't call 911 for Summer right away either. You called your husband. So I'm thinking, is that more of a cultural thing? Because, like, for me, I can't fathom that. If I've had a panic attack, like I brought my kids to Disney World for 5 days, like my son, we lost sight for like a minute and I was panicked. So like I was ready to call 911 right then and there. Like, and it was like literally 1 minute. So I can't get by that. I would much rather, hey, I'm calling 911. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And then I'm going to call my husband.
Yeah, I think that's the normal thing to do. When something scares you so bad that you go into a panic, I mean, police aren't going to get mad if you found your own child. They're not. They're not going to show up and be like, okay, when's the last time you saw it? And you're like, okay, he's home. I'm sorry I didn't call you guys. They're not going to be mad. Now they're going to be mad if you haven't seen your child for an effing year, or your child hasn't been around for like the last couple weekends or whatever. Or if you decided to look for yourself, and this is a little tiny 5-year-old girl in a very rural area with very tough terrain, they're not going to be mad that when you lose sight of her and she's not yelling back at you, and by the time they get there and she returns home, they're not going to be mad at you. But they will be mad if you call them 3-4 hours later.
Hey, get your ass over here. I just called 911. I can't find Summer.
Yeah.
But again, so she didn't call the 911. So I don't know. I wasn't getting on Candace for that because to me, I'm trying to think, is that like a cultural country in the mountains thing? You call your husband first. You don't go to the law. Like, I don't know. So she was upset. She was upset about that too. And so, yeah, when she was calling me, she was in the shitter. Like Jenkies had turned on her. White Boy was done with her. Noelle was done with her. She was bitching to me about White Boy and Noelle quite a bit, and all these people turning on her. So I wasn't blind to that. I wasn't blind to that at all. But she still wanted me on Tim and Dawn's ass.
And she was like, don't you dare record me and, you know, prove yourself to me. Don't record me. And I said, okay, I promise you, but you're telling me you want me on your husband and his best friend's ass. So just so you know, if you ever call me and you're with Dawn, I'm back to recording you.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, okay, that's a deal. Well, she stopped calling the day Dawn picked her up. But she did go on my chats a few times and I did hear a little bit, but the video calls stopped and we have no contact now. So I think that's a little bit interesting.
Boy, Mary's not saying much. She's I think she's a little shocked by this conversation, especially the I was home. I was there. Lori Davidson said, in my opinion, I think Dawn would take off with Summer quite a lot. Well, you're in good company because Chris McDonough thinks the same thing. He believes that the shed is very relevant in this case. I need to say no more about it.
But we made that deal. So Hey Karen, good to see you.
Crazy.
Yeah. And so that's what started me going back to my Tim and Dawn situation of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Because Candace was questioning with me how long.
Dawn didn't know.
Glad to block voices behind the boring wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you sent me a message and said, guess who just called me? Or
Yeah.
sent me a message. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What?
I was shocked.
She's like, I think somebody's messing with me. You didn't believe it at first.
I want you guys to hear something else though. Because Candace is
Tara.
about to chime in.
Hi, Miss Tara. How are you?
Karen's in chat too.
Someone said earlier that she had a DNR. Was that Dee Dee? She had a do not resuscitate?
I'm assuming that's
I'm not sure. She didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, that was spread around, and I take responsibility for that. Hang on, I got a cough. I'm sorry, sneeze. Chew. That was said on my show. That was repeated on here. And doesn't matter who said it. Doesn't matter anyway. That's not for Candace to decide. That is not for Candace to decide. Your friend is in medical distress. You call the 9, the 1, the 1. Or you scoop her ass up and you take her to the hospital your damn self, since you had no issue selling her stuff and driving her around. This was suggested to Candace by somebody. And I'm going to guess it was Daisy. Because Daisy would know, even just working in the hospital cafeteria, what a DNR is. Okay, she would know. So this is something when Candace was getting all that heat was suggested to her. And then it was repeated on my show. I don't give a damn. You still call for medical help. It's not up for you to say that somebody has a DNR, so I'm just going to let them die. That is up to the hospital to do what they need to do. That's such an insane story. And only an insane person would feed that to Candace and let that insanity carry on.
Just told me that she was there while she was dying. She did not perform CPR because maybe that's why. She didn't tell me about a DNR, but she did tell me she didn't perform CPR. And she told me she called the husband instead of 911.
I'm curious how she would know she had a DNR.
She doesn't. This was fed to her by Daisy. Because Daisy was also getting heat at the time. That's it. It's not my business who has a DNR or not. If somebody's in my presence grabbing their chest, whatever was going on. I don't even want to imagine. I'm going to get them medical help. Either I'm going to say, get up, I'm taking you right now, or I'm calling an ambulance. She didn't do that. She did not do that. And I want to hear Candace said, well, she had a DNR, so, wasn't about to mess with that. Candace is not a doctor. And the whole she didn't do CPR, Candace doesn't know CPR. Hence why when Summer was overdosing, she took her to Allie. She doesn't have any medical skills.
You know, in the first place.
I don't. That whole situation's fishy, but yeah, that's for another show.
Yeah.
This ain't about you. This is about my daughter, Summer Wells. So get over your fucking self.
Oh, my
Okay, you got
gosh.
the floor.
When I see a broken heart, like, you have no idea, bitch. You're fucking pushing me to my fucking breaking point.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking make videos about you, how you abandoned your daughters and every fucking thing
you
else, and show you how it feels,
and
bitch.
stupid people will believe it, but the only
Yeah,
people that matter
no
to me
shit.
will believe that it's lies,
And
especially since I have text messages of you planning on the lies, and you're now live streaming saying you're planning on lying.
Well, that's what you're
enough
doing,
said.
bitch. That's what you're doing.
No.
Yeah, you are. You're doing this. You're fucking telling me that my wife is guilty of some heinous crime.
She was the last one with your daughter,
No
Dawn.
shit,
You're
Sherlock.
choosing.
We should have had a bingo card up. We really should have. How many times he brings up, but you're accusing my wife? See, let's get something straight. Don's real manipulative. He is. And he will hit someone's button. He will. He doesn't really give a shit if anyone thinks Candace is guilty. He'd rather them say that. He doesn't want anyone to think he's guilty.
To ignore the cold, hard facts. You're saying I'm ignoring them, and I'm saying, Dawn, you're fucking ignoring some serious ones.
Wow. So if someone come up there and has stole one of your daughters, that makes you guilty, right, bitch? Fuck you, Cher.
They would look at me, yes.
Fuck you, Cher.
It's always going to be the parents that are number one looked
Fuck
at.
you,
Yes.
Cher.
Just like if someone.
But you know what? At least I would look at the cold hard facts, and I would look at your heart, and I would talk to you.
Aw.
and I
You would have to talk to me
Okay,
first to
Dawn.
get to know me first to get that, right?
Scary, Karen.
Right?
You have to understand all the YouTubing and bullshit we've been through, bitch.
So you
I cannot, Dawn. You can
No,
keep
you
calling
don't.
me a
You
bitch
have no
until the sun
idea.
turns rainbow.
Yeah, because you are a bitch.
You are the only person that I've had a relationship with. Nobody else. So yeah,
Well-
I believe in you. I haven't spoke to anybody else.
Do you
Everybody else
have
wants to
any
hide
idea
and
what
not
we've been
talk.
through?
That's
Man,
suspicious.
I'm so fucking sick of talking to you. I've tried to talk to you in person. I don't want this to be fucking broadcast to the fucking world because the world don't deserve this shit.
Then why are you on my live doing this? You could have
Okay.
called me privately.
I have tried to.
I blocked
But
you
you-
for 10 minutes. I unblocked you now. If you would prefer to speak private.
Hold on. Ilyanka heard something different than me. Cher, when you asked Dawn, your wife was the last one to see Summer, Dawn's own words, no, she wasn't. I thought he said, no shit, Sherlock. If I need to rewind it, I'll rewind it.
Tomorrow?
But you still have the same fucking attitude, man. You're a fucking witch. You still fucking
Tell me
serve
why
everything.
you believe in your wife is innocent. Maybe I'll see
I've
something
tried to
that's
tell
missing.
you.
You haven't ever told me. All I know is what's on the news and what the
Do
law
you-
says.
Do you understand all the attacks that we've been under? We
Yeah.
cannot trust
Yeah.
any
But
YouTubian,
I don't
period.
understand how you don't
Oh my
see the
gosh.
faults.
I wish
And
I
if
could
only,
turn the tables
if
on
only you are allowed to know and know why, we can trust in Candace's timeline. If only you are allowed to know that, how the hell am I supposed to
the
be?
timeline is not for YouTubians, it's for TBI and FBI. It's not for you motherfuckers. Wife is guilty of some heinous crime.
She was the
Okay, I'm replaying it, and also the closed captions are on.
last one with your daughter,
No
Dawn.
shit,
You're
Sherlock.
choosing to ignore the cold, hard facts. You're saying I'm ignoring them, and I'm saying, Dawn.
Okay, he said, no, she, Sherlock. And some people heard him say, no, she wasn't. Because I about fell down when someone said they heard that. I'm like, that would be crazy if Don said that, because he does not want this on him.
You're fucking ignoring some serious ones.
Wow. So if someone come up there and has stole one of your daughters, that makes you guilty, right, bitch? Fuck you, Cher.
They would look at me, yes.
Fuck you,
It's
Cher.
always going to be the parents that are number one looked
Fuck
at.
you,
Yes.
Cher.
Just like if someone.
But you know what? At least I would look at the cold hard facts, and I would look at your heart, and I would talk to you.
Aw,
and I
you would have to talk to me
Okay,
first to
Dawn.
get to know me first to get that, right?
It's scary, Karen.
Right?
You have to understand all the YouTubing and bullshit we've been through, bitch.
So you
I cannot, Dawn. You can
No,
keep
you
calling
don't.
me a
You
bitch
have no
until the sun
idea.
turns rainbow.
Yeah, because you are a bitch.
You are the only person that I've had a relationship with. Nobody else. So yeah,
Well-
I believe in you. I haven't spoke to anybody else.
Do you
Everybody else
have
wants to
any
hide
idea
and
what
not
we've been
talk.
through?
That's
Man,
suspicious.
I'm so fucking sick of talking to you. I've tried to talk to you in person. I don't want this to be fucking broadcast to the fucking world because the world don't deserve this shit.
Then why are
I'm-
you on my live doing this? You could have
Okay.
called me privately.
I have tried to.
I blocked
But
you
you-
for 10 minutes. I unblocked you now. If you would prefer to speak privately tomorrow,
But you still have the same fucking attitude, man. You're a fucking witch. You still
tell
fucking
me
serve
why
everything.
you believe in your wife is innocent. Maybe I'll see
I've
something
tried to
that's
tell
missing.
you.
You haven't ever told me. All I know is what's on the news and what the
Do
law
you-
says.
Do you understand all the tax that we've been under? We
Yeah.
cannot trust any
But
YouTube.
All of the taxes that we've been under. All of the taxes that we've been under. And yes, number one suspect in my mind, she's in the background slamming cabinets. That is her MO when he's talking to someone. Her tongue wagging around and shit. She starts slamming stuff.
I don't
Infuriating.
understand how you don't
Oh my
see the
gosh.
faults.
I wish
And
I
if
could turn
only-
the tables
If
on you.
only you are allowed to know and know why, we can trust in Candace's timeline. If only you are allowed to know that, how the hell am I supposed to
The
be?
timeline is not for YouTubians, it's for TBI and FBI. It's not for you motherfuckers. How can you not understand that?
Candace in
It's
the
not
background.
me. If I put that out there on YouTube and fucking the fucking perpetrator gets a hold of that and shit, I can't put that out
The
there.
TBI has
Why the
already
fuck?
put it on their main page
No,
that
they
she was
have
last.
not.
Yeah, it is that she was last seen early in the afternoon.
That's
Early
not the
afternoon.
timeline. Sure,
Well,
that's
it's
not
on
the
TBI's
timeline.
page. You need to go.
Okay, facts with these people, or really anyone that is guilty of something. Facts drive them nuts, drive them insane. They don't want to hear it. They want to deflect from it. They want to be as innocent as possible, even though they know what's really up. They know what's really up. So when you say to him, the TBI says early afternoon, no. He didn't like when that came out.
Call TBI because that is
Come
what
on
they
now.
say. Because that's
Donnie
why
doesn't
it doesn't
bring
make
cold hard
sense.
facts.
Sure.
That
Stop.
doesn't make sense when 911 was called at 6:29 p.m.
Sure, please stop. Please.
Why? I'm
begging
trying to
you.
make sense of things here.
I am too, but that should be between me and you on a private conversation. Why would you gotta go to fucking YouTube and share it with the fucking all these
You
crazy
came on my
motherfuckers?
live and asked for
Yeah,
my
because that's
link.
the only way I can get a hold of your dumb ass.
I just wanted your wife to tell the
No,
truth. for
I
once.
see. She has told the truth 100%.
He just said that she
Always.
lied.
Ask her right.
He just said that she lied. Thank you, Auntie Sherry. Mirror, Sherry. He just said that she lied. We heard what he said to Brian Enton. We saw how happy he was at Dr. Phil when Dr. Phil said, I don't think you have anything to do with this. I don't think you know anything. But Candace, I think you know way more. Can you hear me now? Said, who was the guy shouting in the background with him? Okay, you guys, let's take a second. This is going to be hard for me to answer. That's his wife, Candace. That's our can't. Yeah. Yeah, the guy in the background shouting is Candace Wells. Yeah.
Now, where did Summer put the swimsuit on?
Really, like that fucking
That
matters?
would fit.
Really?
Yeah. That would, oh,
Listen
that's
to
a huge
Candace.
thing, Don.
That's
Listen,
gonna
yeah.
fucking clear everything up, right?
Thumbs up. Would that answer a lot
hey,
for you
Listen
guys?
to Candace. Listen to
baby.
Candace.
She wants to know when you put. This is gonna
Yep.
clear everything up for real.
I didn't say it'll clear everything up.
This is gonna clear everything up.
No, wait. I love that laugh. That,
You-
listen, I recorded that laugh into a ringtone because it is the most Disney villain laugh I've ever
But this is gonna
Yep.
clear everything up for real.
I didn't say it'll clear everything up.
This is gonna clear everything up.
You see how when you try to make it about Summer,
Really?
it becomes
Really?
a joke, and that's so sad.
But no, it's not sad. So
No,
you're
yeah, it
telling
is
me,
sad.
you're telling me, no, fuck you, Cher. Now, see, you're being really, no, fuck off, man.
You're being rude.
No, you
Oh,
are.
I'm a cunt. Yeah.
Yep, that's can't in the background. That's Candace. That's Summers. I'm just going to say biological mother. Anyhow, yep, she's in the back. Like I said, she called me a pussy fart that one day. She just starts slamming cabinets and slamming them and slamming them. And then she comes back and calls Cher the C word. And in the C word, I mean not Cher. We know what the C word is.
I'm a cunt.
So if I
That's
tell
your
you
favorite
when the
word.
swimsuit was
Where's
put
your
on,
daughter,
that's-
Candace?
Fuck off, Cher. Fuck off, Cher.
No,
You're a bitch.
really?
She's
She's allowed to call me.
yourself.
She can call me all
No,
those names. I just
No,
can't say a
fuck you,
word about her.
Cher. Fuck you,
Okay.
Cher.
I
You're
see
a-
how the playing
No,
fields are.
fuck you.
Kiss
You're a
Candace's ass
YouTubian.
or you get
You're
nowhere.
a
Yeah, I'm a
YouTubian.
YouTubian, just like
That's
I'm
all
glad
you
Tim
are.
Mullen taught
And
you that
that's
word
all-
well.
that's
You
all
learned
you're
it
of a
good at
bitch,
the
Cher.
Mullen 101 there. Good.
Fuck you, Cher.
YouTubian's not even a word.
Okay, that phone call you're about your channel and about how you
Yeah, you're
look.
damn right. I
Cher.
have a YouTube channel, and yes, I
Yeah.
fucking want people to be heard. Yeah. Why
No,
else would I
it's
have a
about
YouTube
you.
channel?
Fuck
Yeah.
off, Cher. Fuck off, Cher. You don't want to hear
Bye.
the truth.
Yes, I do want the truth.
Fuck you.
But you can't tell
fucking
the truth.
Witch.
Cher, you need to get you a.
Wait, listen.
Okay, so then he hangs up on her. All right, he wasn't having it, no moss. He was done, but in his mind, he got his point across. Okay, now for you to hear all of it, please go to Voices Behind the Wall. I think we totally understand what's going on, especially hearing Can't in the background. That was YouTubian gold right there. I love when she chimes in. I love when she chimes in. She can't stand it. I think one of the funniest ones is when he was trying to argue with Prayer Garden and Candace's back going, "Oh, you Donnie. Oh, you Donnie, I love you." And he like put his finger up like, "Shh. I got business to do over here. I'm cussing out Prayer Garden, and she's cussing me out." Yeah, they're real sharp people. I mean, I'm telling you right now, real sharp. However, him basically spilling out that he was home, I want to know what time. And he got so mad when she said to him on the TBI, frequently asked questions on this, on that, whatever. It says, disappeared early afternoon. Okay, For them to say that is not because they're taking Candace's word for anything, because Candace's word is 6:30. They know something different. They know something different. And it's been a long time. And I just keep thinking every year, every month, every day is going to be the day that there is some big break in this case. I mean, we can only hope. Looking Beyond said, Candace is Dawn's co-worker. She's his co-conspirator. She's his partner in crime. Candace is a lot of things. She certainly is. Sherry, who was putting up flyers or picking them up? I read someone tried to run them over. I have not heard about that. I don't think Nana's heard about it. I haven't heard about it. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. Just I haven't heard about it. All right, you guys have a great rest of your Friday. I got to go get some house cleaning done and download some pictures of a beautiful little grandbaby. And I've got to make some chili for Greg. So you guys have a great rest of your Friday. And hey, never know. I know Carrie wants it. We might be doing a show tomorrow morning. You guys are the best, and thank you so much for the donations to the channel. Look at this. September is a new member. Juniper donated. Tina Kent gifted a Crime Lines and Lies membership. Nene donated. Ange is always falling on that membership button. All I'm going to do with her, it's spanking time for Ange. Look at that. 10 Crime Lines and Lies memberships. And Sherry left a very generous donation. You guys are the best, and I will see you back here maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday morning. Me love you long time. Bye-bye.